Discover the fascinating story of Gilgamesh, the king who defied the gods and death itself. The Epic of Gilgamesh is one of humanity's oldest written stories. Inscribed on clay tablets in cuneiform over 4,000 years ago, this tale hails from Mesopotamia, a region now located in modern-day Iraq. In this video, we'll explore the extraordinary journey of Gilgamesh, the king of Uruk, who desperately seeks to escape death. Prepare to be transported to an ancient world where gods walk among men. Our story begins in the great city of Uruk. Dominated by its imposing walls, the city resonates with the sounds of markets and prayers. At the top of this thriving city reigns Gilgamesh, a king whose beauty and strength are legendary. Yet, despite his qualities, Gilgamesh is a ruthless tyrant. His subjects live in fear and suffering. He imposes grueling labor, claims the most sacred rights for himself, and scorns the prayers of his people. Son of the goddess Ninsun and a mortal king, Gilgamesh is 2/3 divine and 1/3 mortal. Still, despite his exploits and power, he is haunted by a gnawing fear, the fear of death. The gods, seeing Gilgamesh's arrogance and his tyrannical treatment of his people, decide to create his equal. Enkidu, a wild man fashioned from clay, living among the animals on the plains. When the two men meet, a titanic battle ensues. The earth trembles under their steps, their blows resound like thunder. Enkidu, with his raw strength, matches Gilgamesh in power. The two warriors clash with unmatched fury, their muscles taut, their faces marked by determination. Finally, after a fierce struggle, neither can gain the upper hand. Exhausted, they acknowledge each other's worth and become great friends. Enkidu teaches Gilgamesh the value of compassion and friendship, but also the inevitability of death. To assert their glory, Gilgamesh and Enkidu decide to challenge Humbaba, the formidable guardian of the cedar forest. Humbaba, a monstrous creature with colossal strength and a terrifying gaze, represents a formidable challenge. After a fierce battle, the two heroes manage to defeat him, but this victory draws the wrath of the gods upon them. The goddess Ishtar, angered by Gilgamesh, sends the celestial bull to punish Uruk. The streets of the city are filled with blood and despair as the beast wreaks havoc. Gilgamesh and Enkidu, uniting their forces once more, succeed in killing the bull. But their triumph is short-lived. The gods, furious, decide to punish Enkidu by condemning him to a slow and painful death. Enkidu's death plunges Gilgamesh into deep sorrow. For the first time, he is faced with the cruel reality of mortality. Determined to escape this fate, he embarks on an epic journey in search of immortality. His steps take him through arid deserts, impassable mountains, and tumultuous seas. After many trials, Gilgamesh meets Utnapishtim, the man who survived the flood thanks to the gods and was granted immortality. Utnapishtim tells him his story, but also the futility of the quest for immortality. He reveals that true wisdom lies in accepting mortality and seeking meaning in life. To prove his determination, Utnapishtim sets Gilgamesh a test: to stay awake for 6 days and 7 nights. Exhausted from his long and arduous journey, Gilgamesh quickly falls asleep and fails the test. As an act of compassion, Utnapishtim reveals to him the existence of a plant at the bottom of the sea that restores youth. Armed with renewed determination, Gilgamesh ties stones to his feet to weigh himself down and dives into the depths of the ocean. He manages to reach the miraculous plant and bring it to the surface. But as he rests by a stream, confident and satisfied, a snake stealthily approaches. Enticed by the plant's intoxicating smell, the snake coils around it and devours it, leaving behind only the skin it has shed, a symbol of its renewed youth. Devastated, Gilgamesh returns to Uruk. Reflecting on the great walls he built that protect the city and its people, he realizes that his true legacy is not immortality, but the deeds he has accomplished and the memories he leaves behind. He understands that mortality gives life meaning, and that the quest for immortality is an illusion. It is his achievements, the protection and prosperity of his people, and the memory of his exploits that ensure him a form of immortality. Ultimately, Gilgamesh has perhaps succeeded in his quest for immortality, as 4,000 years later, we still speak of him. If you enjoyed this dive into one of humanity's greatest epics, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating stories. See you soon for new adventures.